Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Marvel Collector Corps exclusive Ant-Man Funko Pop, including a little tiny Ant-Man pop. Upon first looks, this is a pretty decent looking pop. I mean, if you like Ant-Man, it's the same one as before, but now without a helmeted head. But the details within it are good and worth noting. As far as like the actual sculpt goes, the work that went into like sculpting this I think is really good because there's some really strong details within it. I like all the gack on his belt, the stuff on his back, the detailed little lines within his costume. Some of the paint can be a little wonky. You see these red sections on the back are a little bit off. You know, the belt circle doesn't have a full red circle in it. You know, little nitpicks, you know, that doesn't really follow the line there on the side. But for the most part, the red looks good, the silver looks good, the black looks good, even if the silver is a little off on the center of the chest, stuff like that. You know, from like, you know, a couple inches away, it doesn't really read that bad. I mean, overall, the design of it's great. I love the design of it. And his head looks cool, I guess, if you don't already have the Hawkeye pop, because that's one of the things that kind of bummed me out when I took this out of the box was, this just looks like the Hawkeye head. It is the Hawkeye head. So, like, you know, I get that Funko makes exclusives and variants, but I like when they at least make something new. But when you just take one character's head and pop it on another one's body, it requires like no effort on their part. There's nothing unique about it. There's no unique sculpt. There's no unique paint to this. It's just Hawkeye's head on this. It's kind of like that summer Comic-Con exclusive they're doing with the one Baymax head on the other Baymax body. Like, no effort was made, just a switcheroo. It looks cool. I mean, I like the idea of like a Paul Rudd kind of pop, but you know, whatever. What I'm excited about is that little guy, because this is cool. It's a little tiny bobblehead. Technically, it's not even a bobblehead because there's no spring in there. It's just a loose jointed head. But this is Funko's, you know, smallest bobblehead, and I think it looks great. Obviously, it's appropriate because Ant-Man is so little, but I mean, the sculpt on his back and just the little sections that make up his belt and what little definitions they were able to create for this. Let's see how close I can get. That's about as close as I can get. And you know what? The red on the chest is pretty good. The red on the belt's good. And the red's got a better circle. I mean, this one's got a better red circle than the other one I just showed you. But the lines on the arm, the fists look good. Overall, I like the pose and I like the head. I mean, it's a great little sculpt of a little helmet. And the way they separate the paint on it's actually really good. This is a really well painted little head, including the sections on the side, the little lines along the top. I'm impressed. This is like some of the best painting I've seen on a little pop in a while as far as details go without like paint smearing. The areas around his mouth, his eyes look good. And yeah, he's got a little, just like a loosey-goosey little head there. So that's fun. Overall, this is fun. Don't get me wrong. I do like this pop. I just wish, you know, there was something unique about it as far as design goes. But what makes it, to me, is having this little accessory. This is what makes this pop really unique, really cool. I dig this a lot. Thanks for watching.